whatever she decides next. Has the ability to impact an entire country in ways no one could ever imagine.
Buying Team Namibia is a choice you make for us, not just for you. Join the 2.5 million strong team that grows stronger with every single Team Namibia purchase. Team Namibia. Together, our future is brighter.
Coming to you from our Eros Park studios in Namibia's capital, Windhoek. This is the midweek edition of Primetime News. Much appreciated for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure having you. I'm Michael Madimba. Namibia-India relations headline tonight's bulletin. The Indian High Commission in Namibia and the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation on Tuesday jointly commemorated the International Year of Millets, aimed at fostering cooperation in millet production for food security. The celebration follows the declaration by the 75th United Nations General Assembly in March 2021 that the year 2023 be declared the International Year of Millets to raise awareness of and direct policy attention to the nutritional and health benefits of millets, as well as their suitability for cultivation under adverse and changing climatic conditions. Linia Dishina filed our lead report.
Food security and the prospects for expanding millet production were part of discussions held during the first India-Namibia Joint Commission meeting held in June this year during the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar's visit. While referring to Prime Minister Modi's personal initiative to lead the mission to increase production and consumption of millets worldwide and UN General Assembly's International Year of Millets, Minister Jaishankar observed that cooperation in millets can become a new focus area between India and Namibia. Distinguished guests and friends, you may recall recently Honorable Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, had talked about changing a narrative and building a culture with the aim of generating employment, ensuring food security and becoming self-reliant. Esteemed guests, today's event is about that narrative, that culture and that self-reliance. I am referring to the miracle millets, which are easy, cheaper and faster to grow, which are rich in protein, vitamin and mineral content, and which are nutritionally superior to wheat and rice.
The Capricorn Group has donated 500,000 Namibian dollars to the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism for Namibia's participation and pavilion at the COP28 conference, set for Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. The funds were made possible through joint donations by the Capricorn Foundation and Bank Windhoek for the event scheduled to take place from the 30th of November till the 12th of December next month. More from this insert.
Roan Best Beer Capricorn Group Head of Sustainability, in a press release on Tuesday, said the bank's support signifies its commitment to playing a critical role in creating a legacy of positive change that will echo through generations. He said the pivotal sponsorship towards the Namibian Pavilion at COP28 is more than a financial commitment or supporting a climate change event. It is an investment in creating a platform for Namibians to continue to engage with key global stakeholders, whilst catalyzing a deliberate movement to drive collaborative action between the public and private sectors to forge a path towards a more sustainable and resilient economy, domestically and globally. The Capricorn Group, Capricorn Foundation and Bank Windhoek selected a party of delegates to represent the group at the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, or Conference of the Parties of the UNFCCC, commonly called COP28. The group participates in the conference to leverage Capricorn Group as an organization that supports sustainable practices while providing sustainability financing solutions to benefit its stakeholders and the socio-economic development of its operating regions, he said. Reporting for Primetime News, Ishmael Mukvonda.
Now, on Friday last week, we ran a story of two Tanzanian men who were arrested after they were allegedly found in possession of drugs worth 1.1 billion Namibian dollars. The pair made their first court appearance in the Keetmanshoop Magistrates Court on Tuesday. More from this report.
The accused persons, Japari Rashidi and Juma, both aged 22, made their court appearance before Magistrate Mulunda Masiku, who postponed their case to 8 December 2023 for further police investigation and for the accused persons to acquire legal representation. During the court proceedings, Rashidi indicated to the court that he will acquire legal representation through the Directorate of Legal Aid, while Juma said he will represent himself. The state was represented by Marlon Adams. Rashidi and Juma are each charged with one count of dealing in dependence-inducing substances. The duo was arrested through a police intelligence-led operation on Thursday at 13:34 hours, some 51 kilometers on the Grunau-Keetmanshoop Road. Cannabis weighing 22 kilograms with a street value of 1.1 million was found in a truck that the two were traveling in. Two men remain in custody at the Keetmanshoop police holding cells until their next court appearance. Reporting for Primetime News, Chakonia Nehemia.
On a rather somber note, the Republic of Congo observed a day of mourning on Wednesday after 31 young people were trampled to death in a stadium in the Central African nation's capital earlier this week. A stampede occurred in a stadium in the capital Brazzaville on Monday evening, where thousands of young people had come in response to an army recruitment drive. Congolese government spokesman Thierry Mongala said on Tuesday night that 31 people had been killed and 145 wounded. He also said that a day of mourning had been decreed for the following day. Earlier today, flags were flying at half-mast in government offices and schools were closed across Brazzaville, according to an AFP correspondent. Bars were also closed, although traffic continued to circulate as usual. Congo-Brazzaville state prosecutor has opened an investigation into the stampede. Critics, including rights groups and opposition political parties, have blamed the government for the stampede and criticized endemic youth unemployment. According to the World Bank, youth unemployment stands at about 42% in the country. The Republic of Congo, which is also known as Congo-Brazzaville, is an impoverished country of about 5.7 million people, despite its rich oil and gas reserves. Your top roundup is up next, followed by the business segment. Welcome to the Primetime Biz segment, your leading source for all things business related. The National Housing Enterprise on Tuesday officially handed over 24 houses to beneficiaries at Ondangwa, constructed at a cost of 12 million Namibian dollars. Speaking at the event, Minister responsible for the Urban and Rural Development Portfolio, Erastus Utoni, noted housing remains one of Namibia's key development priorities, and it is only when the land is reasonably priced by local authorities that lower income groups are able to afford houses constructed by the entity. Details on this report.
Utoni said decent shelter is a basic necessity of life, and as a government, they believe it is justified for the citizens as a sovereign to expect to have a place they can call their own. He urged all local authorities to offer National Housing Enterprise land at the lowest prices possible in order to reduce input cost and subsequently improve the selling price. Town Mayor Pavo Amwele said the Town Council has reserved another 64 urban for NHE to construct more houses as part of its aim of meeting housing needs. The area, known as Ondiala, is fully serviced and there are about 349 urban in the area, he said. NHE successfully handed over 50 houses in Umuthia on Monday and is expected to hand over another 70 houses in Okahao on Thursday. Reporting for Primetime News, Chakonia Nehemia.
On to urban development. Oshikoto Regional Councillor of the Onipa constituency, Vilo Nunyango, has confirmed that the Oshigambo settlement will be upgraded to a town as part of the rural development policy that was established in 2006. Nunyango, during a formal hearing on the proposed upgrade of the settlement in the Oshikoto region recently, said that in a democratic world, people have the right to express their opinions on what could be good or bad for development. Nunyango said the town could be established as soon as possible once they deal with administration issues during the 2023-2024 financial year.
Nuyonga said the town could be established as soon as possible once they deal with administration issues during the 2023-2024 financial year. He made the announcement after a concern group from the Oshikambo that consisted of 47 members objected to the upgrade. The town representative Johan Mushelenga noted that Namibia is a democratic country and as such everyone has the right to express their opinion. He said there has been a lack of proper consultation regarding the matter by the stakeholders. Mushelenga stated that 99% of Oshikambo residents would not be able to cope with living in a town as there is a high number of unemployment or underemployment.
Now, for tomorrow's countrywide weather outlook, we now turn our attention to the weather forecast, followed by a roundup of the latest economic news. Welcome to Sport Planet, your destination for all things sport in action. Athletics coach Hank Botha has expressed his excitement over Namibia's Olympic Games silver medalist Christine Boma returning to the track in April next year. Now, earlier this year, Boma was banned from competing in events by World Athletics due to high testosterone levels. The sports governing body announced that female athletes with differences in sexual development resulting in high naturally occurring levels of testosterone would need to reduce their blood testosterone to below 2.5 nanomoles per liter for a minimum of 24 months to compete competitively. A nanomole refers to a unit of measurement of amount of a substance. Botha revealed that World Athletics has granted approval for Boma to compete in the 100 and 200 meter events, but not in the 400, 800 and 1500 meter events. Now, football is globally regarded as the beautiful game within the sporting fraternity. However, this was to the contrary when world champions Argentina's 1-0 win over Brazil was marred by crowd trouble at the Maracanã Stadium. Kickoff was delayed by half an hour in Rio de Janeiro after rival fans and police clashed, with both sets of players trying to calm the situation down before eventually returning to the dressing room before the game could commence. Argentina goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez was filmed trying to climb the hoarding to stop a police officer wielding a baton before being pulled away by teammates. Once the order was restored, Nicolas Otamendi's second half header gave Argentina a historic World Cup qualifying victory, with Joel Linton sent off for the hosts. Stand by for your sports roundup. This is where I sign off for the night. Make a date with us again tomorrow for the Thursday edition. Another parting reminder that to stay informed of developments within and beyond our borders, do follow the on-screen prompts to be subscribed to our channel. Otherwise, from myself, Michael Medimba, and the creative force that ensures this production comes to life, it's good night.